Wait, what is earnest money? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sunny and I'm a realtor here in Jacksonville, North Carolina with Realty One Group Affinity. Every week I post videos about what it's like to live, work, buy, and invest in real estate here in Jacksonville and the surrounding areas. If you're thinking about moving, buying, or investing here, you're definitely gonna wanna hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a thing. What is earnest money? Okay, so what exactly is earnest money? Well, it's not this earnest money. Earnest money is a good faith deposit that you put down at the time your offer is accepted on a home. Think of it like this. It's your way of saying to the seller, I'm serious, I'm committed, and I want this house, and here's some money to prove it to you. It's a way of putting skin in the game so that you show the seller that you're not just making random offers. Is earnest money required? Technically, no. Earnest money isn't legally required. But here's the truth. It's extremely common, and in today's competitive market, it's almost expected. Why? It shows that you're financially capable. It proves that you're serious about moving forward. It makes your offer way more attractive to sellers, especially if you're competing with other buyers. In some cases, offering a higher earnest money deposit can even be the thing that wins you the house when there are multiple offers. How much earnest money do you need? Good question. The typical rule of thumb is 1 to 2% of the purchase price. Here are a few examples. A $250,000 home, you should expect to offer around $2,500. A $350,000 home, around $3,500 to $17,000, depending on how strong you want your offer to be. Sometimes sellers will accept a flat amount like $500 or $1,000, especially in less competitive markets or lower price points. Everything about earnest money is negotiable, but it must be clearly stated and agreed upon in the offer before the seller signs. Where does the earnest money go? Once your offer is accepted and the earnest money is paid, it is deposited into an escrow account. It's usually handled by the closing attorney or a real estate's brokerage trust account. Important to note though, the escrow account is tightly regulated. That money cannot be touched or spent by anyone until closing. And yes, your earnest money check or wire will be verified. So no writing a check that you hope they won't cash, because they will. What happens to the earnest money at closing? Good news, at closing, your earnest money doesn't disappear. It's credited back to you and can be applied towards your down payment or your closing costs, depending on what you need most. It's your money. You're just parking it safely during the transaction. What happens if the deal falls through? Here's where it gets serious. Depending on how your contract is written, a buyer might risk losing their earnest money if they back out of the deal without a valid reason covered by a contingency like financing, inspection, or appraisal issues. They simply get cold feet after the deadlines have passed. But if you back out for a reason that is allowed by the contract, like a home inspection that reveals major issues, or your loan is denied despite your best efforts, you usually get your earnest money back. That's why having a realtor, hey, who understands contracts is critical. Earnest money basics. It is a good faith deposit showing that you're serious. Typical amounts, 1 to 2% of the purchase price. It's safely held in an escrow account at closing. It's credited back to you, and you can lose it if you back out without a protected reason. Final tip, if you're planning on buying soon, start setting aside that 1 to 2% of the price range now so that you are ready when you find the one. Also, I'll drop a link below to the North Carolina Real Estate Commission's official earnest money Q&A. It's super helpful if you want even more details. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave me a comment if you have any other questions about the home buying process. I love hearing from you. We'll see you next time.